gonna hurt us. Another day apart, and you and I are gonna be together again. Forever.
Who's there?
Your knight in shining armor, my Cinderella.
I thought Cinderella had a prince. Prince Charming, wasn't it?
Oh, it's charming you want. Well, I can be very, very charming.
Oh, so I've heard.
Have you now? You know, you were right.
I'm always right, you know that.
I mean about this place. It's beautiful, incredibly so. So I was thinking, see, why go and spoil it with people and chairs and ribbons and bows and stuff when it could be just you and me?
Well, we'll need a minister and all that.
Minor technicality.
But what about the witnesses and all that?
Details.
No, you're kidding, aren't you?
Yes. Except for one thing. It's how much I love you. You know, tomorrow, when we're standing up here, there will not be one single person that matters, huh? It'll just be the two of us, the way it'll always be.
Can they kiss the bride? Prince Charming?
I don't get it. Something's up with those two. Cruz is cheerful for the first time since this whole thing began, and Eden's positively euphoric.
Kind of like the last days of Tristan and Isolde.
I've always wondered what one of them would do without the other.
We saw that happen when Eden's plane went down. Cruz was crazy.
Yeah, but here he is facing years in prison, and they're both behaving as though he's going to a sales convention in Miami. If they're trying to set an example of bravery for the rest of us, they're doing a hell of a job. Unless
Unless what?
they know something we don't.
You know, you amaze me how you can stay so calm. I feel like I'm ready to explode.
Oh, please don't do that. Exploding humans are a dead giveaway, you know?
Really?
You gotta put your game face on, seriously, darling. One look at your smiling eyes and Keith is gonna know something's up. Two looks, he's gonna know what it is.
Yeah, I guess I gotta learn how to dissemble.
Mm-hmm.
How's this? I thought I'd get a
I think
laugh
it's too
out
bad
of
we
you.
missed Halloween, baby. That was a nice mask.
And you look at me. We are not gonna miss anything ever again.
You promise?
Oh, I promise.
Excuse me, Miss Capwell. It's time.
Oh, are you sure? Can't we have a little longer?
I'm sorry, ma'am. I can't allow it.
Well, you see, every minute's sort of precious for us. He's gonna be taken to prison soon.
Sooner than you think. It's tomorrow.
Tomorrow? But they can't be.
The orders were just cut. I'm sorry, ma'am. You're gonna have to go.
Cruz.
No, it's okay, baby. I'll talk to you later.
But Cruz.
No, I'll talk to you later. Don't worry about it.
Thank you. Kane, the guard just told me that they're transferring Cruz to the prison tomorrow.
I know.
Well, what are we gonna do? This ruins everything.
Take it easy. Just nothing's changed, basically. The sheriff's department has ordered that Cruz be picked up right after the wedding. Just means, for now, he won't be able to enjoy cake and champagne.
It's all gonna be so beautiful, isn't it?
It sure is. You know, it makes me wonder why we ever thought about eloping in the first place.
Oh, I know. I'm so glad we changed our minds.
So am I. How's Eden handling it?
Well, when I talked to her this morning, she seemed really happy. I don't know if it was because she was going to go visit Cruz or what, but... Oh, Jeffrey, I don't want this to depress her.
Well, it shouldn't. I mean, if anything, it should give them hope that their day will come as well.
Mm-hmm. Look at you.
Not until I've gotten cleaned up here.
What the hell have you been up to, man?
Yeah, just some stuff at the winery.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's always the worst time, you know.
Right, well, at least take a shower for us.
I'm going to just go get my gear and I'll be right back.
Thank
you
you
sure
very
you want a little hug?
Get away from me, you.
I saw the garden. It looks fantastic.
Isn't it?
Yeah, you nervous?
Who, us?
Yeah.
No, we're not nervous. No, of course not.
Simply don't think this is the time to do it. It's simple as that.
I'm really a little tired of trying to conform to your schedule.
Hi.
Hi. Excuse us. Sorry. Well, it's close, isn't it? The big day, very soon.
Getting everything organized?
Not nearly, no.
No, speaking of organization, I have yet another errand to run. Yet
Okay,
another-
I'll walk you to the garden, baby.
Yeah, I gotta go get my stuff. I'll be
Do you mind telling me how you got yourself in that kind of
I'm
condition?
going to go and check out the garden.
It's just problems at the work. I'm gonna go wash up. I'll be right back.
I beg your pardon?
I said I'm going to check out the garden.
You want any help?
No, I don't. I think you've done quite enough already. Thank you very much.
I'll see you later.
Bye, Jeffrey.
Bye.
You really think it's right to drag Kelly and Jeffrey into our personal disagreements?
I thought I was hiding it rather effectively.
Well, you weren't very effective at all, as a matter of fact. I don't see why we have to put our problems onto them. It's not very considerate of you at all.
Okay, I will defer to your opinion on this, since as far as being inconsiderate, you are the authority.
Well, this is really the gist of it. This is the map of the grounds. Everything's clearly marked. And this would be the place where we want to create the diversion so Cruz could escape.
Well, this certainly explains your attitude from earlier on. What exactly do you want me to do?
Well, I thought maybe you might be able to get in the way of the police so that Cruz had enough time to get away.
Eden,
What?
do you realize what you and Kane are planning is a serious crime? Cruz is a convicted felon. Anyone who aids and abets his escape is committing a criminal offense.
Mason, is this a professional cautionary remark, or have you changed your mind about helping me?
Now, I didn't say that, but as Cruz's lawyer, I have to caution you.
That's a real good idea.
Julia, how much did you hear?
Just enough to figure out what you two are up to. Eden. Mason, do you realize that you are at risk of being disbarred, not to mention subject to criminal prosecution?
I know what I'm doing, Julia.
So do I. And it's ill-advised.
Well, that's why we teach our children not to eavesdrop, so they don't hear things they shouldn't.
So after all this, you both were just going to keep me in the dark about this?
Well, actually, we talked about it, and we sort of decided that nobody should be involved outside the direct family.
I see. Cruz is my best friend. I happened to co-defend him in this trial, even though I did a lousy job of it. You're the godmother of my daughter. I thought maybe that might qualify me as an honorary member of the family. You know, I would really like to be in on this. I really would.
Well, if you want to, then of course you can.
I do want to, Eden. Just let me know what I have to do.
Well, finally. What happened to you?
A wine vat at work, sprung a leak, and like before we lost 2,000 gallons of wine.
Oh,
So we found it,
honey.
and stopped it all up.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Here, why don't you take this off? Come lay down. I'll give you a nice massage.
Lie down where? You got your stuff and
That's all right.
clothes all over this place.
Just take me a minute to get this cleaned up.
What is this? We're having a garage sale or something? I didn't know you had this many clothes.
No, well, you won't realize how many clothes I have till you try and find some closet space for yourself. Sorry. I was just kidding. I haven't had a time to put this stuff away since we left the house so quickly yesterday.
You haven't had time?
No.
You haven't had, you had plenty of time yesterday hanging out with TJ.
What is this? Did you come home to pick a fight with me?
Home, huh? More like a garment district.
What is your problem? You know, I haven't said a single thing to you about having to leave the guest house yesterday in about 5 minutes.
You think
notice
I'm excited
from your
about what
father.
happened? I'm not. I'm just saying if you would stop spending so much time with TJ and find a place where you'd be happy. If you do it in a hurry, you wouldn't have to hang up your clothes
I have every intention of hanging up my clothes. Wait a minute. What do you mean, find a place where I'll be happy? Don't you mean where we'll be happy?
If I have to answer that for you, I'm gonna go take a shower.
Yeah, you do that, Ted. Take a hot shower. A scalding hot shower.
I didn't want this to happen.
What to happen, Hattie?
This. You being upset at Daddy and at me. Mama, tomorrow is going to be the most important day of my life, and I want it to be perfect. I do. And not just for me, for you.
Honey, stop. Don't worry about me.
Mama, that's just it. I do worry. I do care. Why can't this be a time to bring us together instead of tearing us apart?
Oh, what I want more than anything in the world is for you to be happy. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, things will be fine.
Mama, let me tell you. Let me tell you how I think things are. I think you love Daddy. I know he loves you. And that is all that's important. If there was something more important, I wouldn't be marrying Jeffrey.
And you're just starting out, and this is the very best time for you. Honey, it's gonna be fine. I promise. I have no right to bring you down with my problems.
I only want to help you, Mom.
Then you just love Jeffrey as much as you can and for the rest of your life.
That's the easy part.
Yeah, I guess it is.
Mind interrupting? Last minute plans, I presume?
Something like that, yeah. And I better get going. I've got endless things to do.
Love you.
I love you both.
Love you, honey. You know, I've come to the conclusion this may be one of the most beautiful homes on earth.
It certainly is beautiful.
It's our home. Ours. I know how hard it's been these past few weeks. I know because I'm going through the same hell. Now, there's obviously no easy answer to what you're feeling. But there's a lot riding on tomorrow. I mean, Kelly's happiness is riding on it. Cruz's freedom is riding on it. Can't we at least call a truce for a couple of days?
All right, and then what? I mean, after the wedding's over, they're on their honeymoon, flowers are all gone, the decorations are down, then what?
We try to repair this whole mess.
That's just it. I wonder if we can.
There's nothing I want more. And you have to believe me.
I don't have to believe you. And I wonder if I can ever believe you again.
Sophia, listen.
You'll have such a lovely wedding.
Aye, we will. Made all the better by your being there. Now, we're going to pick you up at 6 o'clock sharp, right?
Look, I'm very, very honored that you've asked me, but I cannot come to dinner.
Oh, wait a minute. Why? Why not? Well, you haven't gone ahead and made other plans, have you?
No, darling, it's not that, but if I showed up there tonight, it would only intensify the bad feeling between СиСи and myself. To say nothing about what it would do to Sophia. I don't want petty jealousies and arguments to affect what should be the happiest time of your life.
Don't you see? Your not being there is going to affect it anyway.
I know, but only briefly. Look, if I walk in there with you tonight, СиСи will throw a fit and it just isn't worth it.
Wait, it's worth it to me. It's not his bloody wedding, is it? Now, I want you there to share in my happiness. And what's more, I'm not going to take no for an answer.
I'm afraid this time you're going to have to take no for an answer, darling. I simply cannot go to that dinner. And that's the last word I intend to say on it.
you that I am committed to this. I will do whatever it takes, Mason. But that doesn't hide the fact that I think this is insane. And what if it doesn't work?
Well, an attitude like that isn't going to do us a lot of good.
Well, I'm sorry, but I am dealing in reality here. We are all committing a crime. Isn't the press going to have a field day with this when the entire Capwell family goes to prison? And the former attorney, Julia Wainwright.
Well, if that's your concern, Miss Wainwright, you can leave right now. My concern is getting Cruz free.
Well, so is mine. But what if this doesn't work? He's just going to get more years tacked onto his sentence.
So what's your solution? Let Cruz do hard time?
What happened to your faith in appeals and in the legal system?
I didn't like the example I saw of it recently.
We have all lost cases that we should have won. You and I gave a lousy defense. That doesn't invalidate the system. So instead of running out and doing something outside of the law, why don't we just devote ourselves to finding the killer?
Because there isn't time. Julia, don't you realize that Cruz will be lucky if he survives the first 3 weeks in prison, not to mention a life sentence? Now, you gonna go over Eden's plan with me or not?
All right. I have just said my piece, and I wanted to go on the record that I object.
Fine.
Fine. So now let's just work on what it is I was objecting to.
Everybody's spot is marked, you understand, except for you. We'll find a place for you.
All right, I see. Everybody here, blah, 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 blah. Where's Victoria? She's not here?
No.
No?
No.
No, why?
Because I just think it would be best.
Well, it isn't best. She's part of the family.
Well, that may be true, Julia, but the problem is her behavior's been so erratic lately, I'm not sure she can be trusted with the secret.
Oh, hi. Have I interrupted another one of your meetings?
Well, this is an office, Victoria. We frequently have meetings here.
Oh, yes, and such long ones. Hello, Julia. Should I leave?
Don't be silly.
Mason?
No, it's all right.
Oh, thank you. I feel so much more welcome now. Actually, I stopped by to show you the dress that I got to wear to the rehearsal dinner. I wanted your approval. I do so value Mason's opinion.
All right, show us.
You know, I heard you guys all the way down the hall. You must have been arguing about a very important legal case.
We were discussing a point of law.
Oh, really? That isn't what I heard. I heard you, I got the impression that you were talking about whether or not I could be trusted.
There's a very unpleasant name for that sort of overhearing, Victoria.
And there's an even more unpleasant feeling when that is heard. On second thought, I don't need your opinion on this dress. I don't think I'd trust it. Have a nice day.
I need to talk to you right away.
What's up?
It's my mother.
What happened?
Well, I left her at the house. She has decided that she's not coming to the rehearsal dinner tonight. She says she doesn't want to make any more trouble.
Well, did you tell her that I wanted her to be there, too?
Yeah, I told her. I said it was important for us both, but that's it. She's just not changing her mind.
Oh, no. What are we going to do?
Nothing, I suppose. I mean, there's very little we can do except go along with what she wants. I tell you, in a way, I admire her for making the sacrifice. And I don't know, maybe she's right, but I just can't help feeling disappointed. You know, I wanted her there so much.
Oh, baby, I know you did.
I thought you'd prefer one of the rooms in the back. It's much quieter.
Yeah, this is just fine.
Excuse me, but you seem very familiar. Have we met before?
Oh, I don't think so. Here.
I can't get over it. I feel as though I know you from someplace. Maybe it'll come to me.
Yeah.
How long are you going to be with us?
I don't know. My plans are a little indefinite. What I do need is a little peace and quiet, though. I like to rely on you for that in case anybody comes looking for me, okay?
Oh, you don't have to worry.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. You happy?
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Now, if there's anything you need, you just call down. There is an ice machine across the hall, and the office is open till 9 p.m.
Okay, is there a restaurant?
Yes, just right around the corner.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Oh. Well, do you like it here, huh? Do you like it here? I bet you do. Yeah? Oh, boy. Oh, boy, come here. Come here, sweetheart. You know what? You know what? Maybe your daddy doesn't want to have us around. That's okay. But I'm not going to let you down, I promise. I'm not going to let you down. Yeah.
So anyway, when I heard what happened to your cellmate, I figured I'd come right on down here.
Yeah, well, he was crazy to try it. And I should have prevented it too, man. I knew he had the gun.
Yeah, well, you know how it is with some people. They don't stop no matter what you tell them.
But from what you tell me, he did not have a very sound plan. Now, you try something like that, you better have all your ducks in a row and a lot of energy to boot. Here. Eat this while I talk to you. Now, I don't know what your friend Jesse had in mind, but if I was going to try the same thing, you know what I'd do? I would head straight for the mountains. I would lose myself in the fire trails and along the logging roads until I threw everybody off track or they were just too damn tired to look for me no more. And then you know what I'd do? I would double back to the sea and get picked up by a boat.
Yeah. Okay, well, I can see how you might do that. There's one problem with this kind of thing, Pearl, is it puts innocent people at a lot of risk. You know, it makes you wonder if it's worth it.
Some people, they don't have no choice, friend. Huh? But don't worry about a thing. Don't even think about it. Leave the driving to somebody else for a change. Yeah. Go to the wedding, relax, enjoy yourself, sit back while you can. And things, they have a way of working themselves out mostly. You can almost bet on it.
Well, I am going to bet on it, brother. As a matter of fact, I'm betting my life on it.
Go.
What?
21 seconds.
We'll have to use the rope.
My idea.
All ideas are welcome on this one.
So you think the diversion's gonna work?
Positive. He'll have about 15 seconds.
I think those handcuffs are gonna kind of be in the way, though, don't you think?
We're working on that one. Is your family ready?
Oh, yeah, everybody's in on it except Kelly and Jeffrey.
You know, I still think they should know.
No what? Nothing. Didn't sound that way to me.
Ah, the hell. I gotta tell them.
Kane.
No, it's their wedding. They deserve to know. Kelly, Jeffrey, we plan on using your wedding as a front to help Cruz escape.
That's why I've been insisting that he be asked to come.
It'll happen after the ceremony, but before the reception, and I have a feeling all hell's gonna break loose.
Look, I didn't want you two to have to think about it, and if you don't agree, we could change the plans. We really can.
Why didn't you tell me before? I love it. I love it. No, now we both get what we want. We'll do what we can to help one
Look, you just tell us what to do, and we'll do it, okay?
Just get married.
We'll take care of all the rest.
Oh, yes. I knew this was going to be a special wedding. I just knew it.
Well, what do you mean gone? And... All right. All right, yeah, just stay there, Mrs. Whitcomb, until I get back, all right? Right. Bye.
Is there a problem?
Victoria's taken the baby and disappeared.
Disappeared? What are you talking about?
Disappeared. Gone.
Look, she probably went to the park with the baby.
Julia, she took the baby's things. She took a bag of her own. She didn't say when she was coming back. It's probably her way of protesting what she calls being ignored.
Well, where do you think that she went?
I don't know. Great. As if this family doesn't have enough trouble right now.
Meyson, she was angry. Because she overheard you say that you didn't trust her.
So what do you suggest I do? We've got a wedding rehearsal tonight and the rehearsal dinner, not to mention the ceremony tomorrow morning, and she picks this time to go off and have a tantrum.
I don't think that she went so far that you won't be able to find her. She's trying to tell you something.
Well, there are better ways to communicate.
Well, she picked this one. And I don't think she put herself out of your range. I'm sure of that.
Damn it. Why can't Victoria be more like you? You never give me this kind of trouble.
No. But I might if you treated me the way you treat Victoria.
Cruz, you have another visitor.
Hey.
Bruce, you look so pale. Have you been eating enough?
Yeah, I've eaten plenty, darling. I just, well, you know, I miss your cooking.
I doubt that. Thanks anyway. Cruz, I really hate you being in this place.
I'll tell you the truth, so do I.
Tomorrow's the wedding. I mean, I'm really glad that you're coming. It's just hard to believe that you're going to be there with handcuffs on and the police surrounding you.
But, you know, let's look on the bright side. At least I'll be getting some fresh air for a change. That's a good thing.
Yeah, then what? They're going to take you away from me for a long time.
Carmen, please don't let go here, darling. Don't start crying, okay?
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I know that everybody's been really strong and really positive. I can't help being afraid, Cruz.
Well, believe me, you shouldn't be afraid, okay?
What? You think the appeal might work?
Well, it's just... I'm not really talking about the appeal so much. It's just... I won't be behind bars too much longer.
Cruz, you're not going to do anything crazy, please.
Nah, come on now. You know me better than that.
And I don't understand what you're talking about.
Well, let's just say there's something that's being arranged, a little special event for tomorrow, okay?
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I think it's better that you don't know the details, so just leave that alone. In fact, make sure you don't mention this to anybody,
Oh,
promise?
of course I won't, but is there something I can do?
No, just look after yourself, and maybe it'd be a good idea not to get too close to me tomorrow.
You could get killed doing something like
No.
that.
I'm not gonna get killed, believe me.
I don't know what you're planning. But what if something goes wrong?
Carmen, I would rather take a risk for a chance to be free than to sit around here and watch my life slip away day by day behind these bars. So perk up, okay? Give me a good love kiss. And baby, don't you be afraid.
Kelly? Hello.
Hello, Pamela.
It's nice to see you, but what are you doing here? I thought you had a wedding rehearsal this afternoon.
I do. I'm just going to be a little late for it, that's all. I felt it was very important that I talk to you.
Please, come in.
Thank you.
What is it?
I want you to promise me you'll come to the dinner tonight. Jeffrey is very upset that you don't want to come. And so am I. We both want you there.
Kelly, it's very sweet of you to ask me, but as I've already explained to Jeffrey, it would only cause more trouble between your father and Sophia.
None of that matters. Jeffrey has a right to have you by his side, Pamela. You're his mother. He loves you and he wants you there.
Yes, I know that.
Can I just tell you, the purpose of the dinner tonight is to celebrate our marriage tomorrow. It's a family event. And after tomorrow, Jeffrey and I are going to be living the same life, and you and my parents are going to have to find a way to get along together. And I feel that tonight is a perfect time to do something about that.
Well, you do have a point.
I'm going to have to go, but I want your promise before I do. Pamela, please, for both of us.
Honey. Honey, wake up. We have to go to the rehearsal.
Oh, I fell asleep, huh?
Yes, you did.
What time is it?
It's almost 5.
Where's all your stuff?
I put it away. I wanted to apologize about the mess this afternoon. And I'm sorry if I was nasty about it.
It's my fault. All right? I came home in a bad mood and I took it out on you.
Well, that's what lovers are for.
Yeah. I like that.
You do? So do I.
Question is, can you do it better, though?
Well, I don't know. You'll have to be the judge of that, won't you?
Yep. There you go. It's got a little better.
We haven't got time for this. We've got to be at your parents' house right now.
What the heck? Come on, I'll get you there in 10 minutes, I promise.
15.
20 minutes on the outside. 30 minutes. We'll be there in 30 minutes.
Just came from the garden. They've done a great job out there.
Yeah, they have.
Rehearsal doesn't start for a few minutes yet.
I know. I couldn't seem to figure out what to wear.
You look lovely.
Thank you.
I love you so much. Can't we put aside our differences for a few minutes and rejoice in our baby's happiness?
Thank you.
Mrs. Catwell, would you please open the door for just a moment? It's the manager.
Would you please be quiet? You're going to wake up. See, what did I ask you? What did I ask you?
Don't blame him. I threatened him with legal and bodily harm if he didn't tell me what I wanted to know.
I'm sorry. I did my best.
You did fine. Thank you. I came to say I'm sorry and to ask you to forgive me.
Mason, what's the point? You know, what is the point? You just came here because I left.
Well, I wouldn't have had to come here if you hadn't left in the first place.
Mason, come on. This happens all the time. You ignore me, I get upset and I get angry, and then you're very charming and I forgive you, and then you start ignoring me again. It's like a challenge to you.
Well, I know it seems that way to you now, but that's not really the way it is.
But that's what it feels like. Mason, you shut me out. So I decided to go outside and to stay out. Come on, you've got your work, you've got Julia, you have your 5 o'clock cocktail parties. You don't need me and the baby.
That's not true, Victoria. I realize now how thoughtless I've been, how much I've been neglecting the two of you. I never meant to.
And then I walk into your office and I hear how you don't trust me enough to tell me something. Well, how do you think that makes me feel, Mason?
I know how it makes you feel, Victoria, but it was only to protect you.
Why? Are you into some kind of espionage business or something?
No. Look, I made a mistake. Let me rectify it. I'll tell you what I've been withholding from you.
I don't want to blackmail you into trusting me.
You're not, Victoria. Tomorrow, at the wedding ceremony, we're planning to help Cruz escape.
He's going to try to escape?
Yes. And it's very tricky and very dangerous, so I didn't want you subjected to any possible harm.
And you're involved in this?
To a degree, yes.
And you didn't trust me enough to tell me about this?
No. Victoria, we all decided that it would be safer if no one knew except the people immediately involved.
Mason, come on. You know, it's not fair. You know, I should be a part of this. I mean, I'm a part of the family, aren't I?
Of course you are.
Well, then let me help. I feel useless. I'm as concerned about Cruz and Eden as all of you are. I want to be a part of your life. That's one of the reasons I married you. And also I love you.
Well, I love you too. And I'm sorry for the way I've been treating you. Can you forgive me?
Only if you promise you won't turn around and do the same thing all over again.
I swear I won't. I'll do something different.
You probably will.
Well, you certainly managed to get through, thank you, the wedding rehearsal without a hitch.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I thought I did splendidly. All I have to do now is get through the wedding without a hitch.
Thank you. You will. You better with all the fuss you've been making. Isn't that the truth?
Well, don't worry about a thing, because the wedding is going to be perfect and the reception is going to be beautiful, because your mother has seen to that.
Oh,
well, after everything I've seen, I hope I have a big wedding someday.
Are you kidding? You will. Cruz wouldn't let you get off at a big wedding. And you, my darling, you and Cruz are going to have this very soon.
No, God willing, Mama.
Yep.
Listen, you don't have to worry. I know God's going to make everything okay.
Armin?
You know, I was wondering what happened to Meyson and Victoria. They weren't at the rehearsal. And Kelly and Jeffrey, they said they were going to be here.
Yeah, Kelly told me that she has to run a personal errand.
Oh.
I don't know about Meyson, though.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
What? What's wrong?
That now I know what Kelly's personal errand is.
I don't believe it.
Well, it's happening, isn't it?
I didn't know she was coming, Dad.
No one else did either.
Well, it's going to be all right.
Hello. We were wondering where you were. Hello, Pamela.
Hello, Sophia.
Hi.
Hello, everyone. I want to thank you all for letting me join you tonight. I had no intention of coming, but Kelly absolutely insisted I'd be made welcome, so I felt I couldn't refuse her. You're very kind to include me.
I appreciate your visiting me again, but it wasn't necessary to miss the rehearsal dinner, you know.
Well, I wanted to. I wanted to be with you. And I thought that you could use some company since Eden couldn't be with you tonight.
Yeah, well, I guess neither one of us is what we want to be.
Well, they may not be for long if everything goes the way it's supposed to go tomorrow, and then you and Eden will be together from then on.
You know about this? Who else knows about this?
Just the immediate family, and I found out by accident, and I'm glad that I did, because I want to help.
I appreciate that, darling, but you understand the more people that know about this, the more difficult it's going to be for me to keep it a secret from Keith. And if he suspects something's going on, I'm going directly from this cell to the penitentiary.
You know very well that I wouldn't say anything to anybody. And you need all the help you can get. This is dangerous.
What do you think my chances are?
Well, if everything goes according to plan, and you know, we have to be very careful about the timing and you know, luck and everything. But you'll manage, and the important thing is that you've got the element of surprise.
In other words, you think that I have no prayer whatsoever pulling this off? Is that what you're saying?
Stop putting words in my mouth.
Well, I wouldn't want to do that, but I'd like to get a straight answer out of you.
It's complicated, and you know that as well as I do. But if you manage this, you can get out there, you can help us find the real killer, and you can get yourself cleared.
Yeah, well, I don't think I'll be doing any sleuthing for the time being. I'm going to have my hands full keeping my butt close to the ground until things cool off, you know.
I know that.
Isn't this some kind of a problem for you, ethically speaking? I mean, being an officer of the court and all?
Yeah. I'm sworn to uphold the law, and I'm planning to break you out of prison.
Well, you know, it really isn't necessary for you to wrestle with your conscience over something like this. You should just walk away from it. I don't need the extra trouble. Besides, I kind of feel like my luck is changing. I mean, I think there's a chance that by 24 hours from now, I'm going to be a free man.
I hope so. Oh, God, I really do.
I'm so glad you could come, Mother.
It's wonderful to have you here.
Kelly was the one who convinced her to come.
Good for you. That was very thoughtful of you.
Well, it's a happy time for Jeffrey and me, and I really want everyone to share it with us.
Well, the atmosphere's a little strained, but you don't know what it means to me to be here with all of you now.
Hey, look, just give him a chance. Everything will be all right. You'll see. Okay?
Kelly. would you like to come over here and enjoy some champagne with us? You bet.
I wouldn't say no to that.
All of us?
What would you say to that? It's free.
More champagne.
Ooh.
And champagne. Yeah. Take some refills.
Well, I would like to propose a toast, two actually. First to the bride and groom and their happiness. And secondly, to the success of great enterprises.
Here, here.
Here.
Capo Coors.
That's a very good toast, darling. I would like to make a toast to my beautiful daughter and to the man she's about to marry. You've come through a hard time together, and you've managed to find a happy ending. This is the way it's supposed to be. So may we all open our arms and welcome Jeffrey to the family. To all of us, together.
Here. Cheers to Jeffrey. It may be a little presumptuous, but I would like to propose a toast too. To new beginnings and the end of old animosities. To putting aside what has been in favor of what might be. Tonight, with all of us together, let's celebrate the joining of our two families and hope they can go on together as one.
I'm Bryant Gumbel. Tomorrow morning on Today, Budget Director James Miller.
I'm Jane Pauley, also Jason Bateman and Richard Dreyfuss.
Join us tomorrow morning on Today.